Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for December 23rd, 2021. First off, I want to apologize for the set. I know we're on the Disney set. I understand that. It's Christmas week. A lot of people in the company are on break, and it was just easier to do it this way for us. So I know it's Universal showing we have Disney stuff here, but we'll all live. We'll all get through this together. So let's go for it. We have a breaking news update that's come in after we recorded the show. We wanted to get this information out to you guys as quickly as possible, but Universal Orlando Resort has updated their COVID-19 safety policies to require masks indoors for all guests and team members, regardless of vaccination status. The policy will take effect on Friday, December 24th. This comes after the CDC moved Orange County to the high transmission risk category. Masks will also be required in all queues and attractions, quote, from the moment guests enter the queue to when they exit the experience. Previously, Universal Orlando had removed its indoor mask requirement for guests on May 29th and removed it for team members on June 26th. But again, masks once again required indoors for everyone at Universal Orlando Resort beginning Friday. Universal Orlando Resort has raised its prime parking rate from $50 to $60. You might as well think we're on a Disney show. They're raising prices by $10. Back in March, we reported how Universal Orlando Resort raised its prime parking from $40 to $50. Now they raised it another $10 to $60. All Universal Orlando Resort guests park in the same parking garages with access to all three theme parks as well as City Walk. Like preferred parking at other theme parks, prime parking allows guests to park in a section closer to the entrance, providing a shorter walk to and from the car. It was previously available for $40, $13 more than general parking before being raised all the way up to $60. Now, of course, some annual passes include prime parking, which is a great deal. Perfect for Hogwarts students of all ages, new water bottles for all 4 Hogwarts houses are now available in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We found all 4 bottles in Quality Quidditch Supplies in the Diagon Alley within Universal Studios, Florida. Each bottle is black with the house name and mascot on one side. The name is in both the main house color and white beneath it, and the mascot is a white silhouette. The bottle cap is also the house color. The bottles are $21 each. The holidays are right around the corner, and we spotted the new Universal Studios Happy Holidays collection that arrived at the park just in time. The collection includes holiday glasses, T-shirts, and a hoodie. We first saw these tees at Universal Studios Hollywood, but now they're Universal Orlando Resort versions as well. We found them all at the Universal Studios store in City Walk. They're also available at Islands of Adventure Trading Company. Work is finally underway on the exterior facade of Poseidon's Fury at Islands of Adventure. The attraction has been temporarily closed since August of 2020, and construction walls were put up in August of 2021. Scaffolding was erected on one section of the facade last month. However, we haven't seen much work in this area. Painters have actually been working on the archways nearby. It looks like they were filling in some of the archways' non-decorative cracks before painting with a white primer. Though many cracks are part of the facade's ancient ruins, some may not be purposeful or may impede repainting. Construction walls have been moved back around Carousel and Universal's Islands of Adventure, which has been under refurbishment since August. In addition to the themed construction walls, gray tarps surround the carousel. Several pieces of the attraction's roof are completely gone. The broken roof, scaffolding, and scrim can be seen from the other track of the Seuss Trolley train ride. They have now opened both tracks of the High in the Sky attraction. If you hop on, you'll get clear views of the latest construction of the Carousel. In October, we reported that the roofing of the attraction seemed to have been broken during refurbishment. Now we have a clear confirmation that it indeed was. It seems Universal tried to conceal the construction with gray scrim, but obviously you can see everything. With just days to go until Christmas, guests at Islands of Adventure got an unfortunate sight at the entrance of Seuss Landing. The whole land's fallen apart, it seems. The entrance arch, decorated for the Hula Day season, has been removed. Don't worry, the Grinch hasn't walked off with it. Team members told us that the arch's disappearance is for maintenance. Meanwhile, an anonymous source noted that the reason for the maintenance so close to Christmas was urgent. One source reported that the arch partially collapsed during the day on December 20th, with the rest being removed later that evening. With the arch gone, the tops of the structure that stand at the entrance to the land are once again exposed and disconnected. The structure closest to Green Eggs and Ham had its garland removed, while the decoration remains on the opposite side. Of course, the left side of the arch isn't entirely without decoration, as the Grinchmas sign featuring the Grinch and Max remains in place. While we can't confirm that the collapse is the definitive reason, again, being so close to Christmas, it does seem somewhat likely. This is my theory, is that Universal Orlando Resort is not necessarily known for annual maintenance on attractions, and in a lot of cases, they haven't really allowed the park or either park to age much, right? There's been a lot of demolition in these parks, typically just ripping out old stuff and building new structures. We've seen it a lot in the other park. And I think now that this park is over 20 years old, I think stuff is just starting to get to that point where someone needs to go up with scaffolding and just kind of rebuild stuff. And I just think maybe they're not used to it there. They don't have to do that much because a lot of stuff in the parks is not very old because, again, they usually just rebuild every couple of years, each building, it seems. So that's my theory as to what's happening. I think Seuss Landing I think everything's just reaching that age. Same with Poseidon, where it's time. It's time to go back and fix the facades and the structure. Universal has rearranged Island Market and Export Candy Shop to emphasize candy and confections instead of merchandise. Island Market and Export Candy Shop is in the port of entry area of Islands. As advertised in the windows and also it's on the sign, Island Market and Export is known for fudge. When we stopped by earlier this week, the shop was still in the process of being refurbished. Team members were discussing the changes. Confectionery cases used to be in a circle immediately at the entrance. This is what those cases and counters looked like before. You're looking at that now. But now there's a small display of merchandise at the entrance, and there's more candy and less merchandise, making the store feel more like an actual candy shop. Confectionery cases are lined up against the back wall. This wall used to house merchandise, but they've moved the bulk candy here. Cases are filled with cookies, brownies, cupcakes, and more, and the fudge factory remains in the corner. Fudge is on display behind glass panels as well. The boutique on Marvel Superhero Island at Islands of Adventure has reopened without being a boutique. In fact, it's now a meet and greet location for Marvel superheroes. A sign outside lets guests know about the meet and greet. Different characters rotate throughout the day. It opens at 10 a.m. daily with approximately 25-minute sets, and it ends at 4:30 p.m. Guests can currently meet Captain America and Cyclops, Dr. Doom and the Green Goblin, or Storm and Rogue. Team members said Wolverine will also soon appear here. A Universal photographer is inside to take pictures, and another team member is selling photos at the counter. Some of the boutique decor, including a poster of Black Widow, is still inside, and other remnants of the boutique are gone, though. We got to meet Storm and Rogue when we went. We also ran into Wolverine and Captain America just outside the diner. Heroes may sometimes meet here when not inside the boutique. A new T-shirt inspired by the Mistletoe Pines Christmas Village in City Walk is now available. The tee is light brown with a postcard-like design in the center. It says, "Greetings from Mistletoe Pines Village," over an image of pine trees. The letters of Mistletoe Pines are also filled with forest imagery, and a mistletoe is pictured at the corner. The shirt is available at a merchandise kiosk in the village for $25. Universal's Aventura Hotel at Universal Orlando Resort is hosting a rooftop New Year's Eve celebration to celebrate the coming of 2022. You can celebrate in style at Bar 17 Bistro's rooftop celebration and enjoy spectacular 360-degree views of the night skyline and area fireworks as you count down to 2022. This is a separately ticketed event for adults ages 21 and up. Standing room tickets cost $150, while VIP packages cost $1,260, which includes admission for up to 6 people. Head on over to our website for more information on this event. Sometimes the best way to celebrate the holidays is with a little bit of bowling and a good beverage. Just go with it. Luckily, Galaxy Bowl at Cabana Bay Beach Resort has 2 cocktails perfect for the season. The Christmas Cookie Old Fashioned and the Yippee Pie are available at the bar. Can be taken to go or enjoyed nearby at the tables. The Christmas Cookie Old Fashioned is made with El Mayor tequila, Monin gingerbread syrup, Angostura bitters, Aztec chocolate bitters, and an orange peel. It's $12.50. The Yippee Pie, man, I really want to say 2 other words after that, but I'm going to stop myself, is made up of 360 vanilla vodka, Monin praline syrup, Monin cinnamon syrup, intense ginger liqueur, chocolate syrup, half and half, and nutmeg. It's $11. Reviews of both can be found at universalparksnewstoday.com. Universal Studios Hollywood has expanded its COVID-19 policies to require all guests ages 5 and older provide proof of vaccination or a negative test from the last 72 hours in order to enter the park. The previous policy only required guests ages 12 and up to meet the criteria. With the vaccine rollout to children ages 5 to 11, the park has now adjusted its policy to include that age group in accordance with the new LA County Public Health Order. The full policy reads, quote, per LA County's public health order, all persons 5 and up must be prepared to show proof of full FDA or WHO-approved COVID-19 vaccination a full 14 days after final dose was administered, or a negative test taken within 24 hours, antigen, i.e. rapid, or 48 hours, PCR test, of visit prior to entry to the theme park. A COVID-19 self-test, sometimes referred to as a home test, is not acceptable. Persons ages 18 and up must also show photo ID, and verification will take place when required based on theme park attendance. Children under the age of 5 are not required to show proof of vaccination or a negative test result. The holiday season is on through January 10th at Universal Studios Japan, and we were invited to take a special peek at the return of their Christmas tree after 2 long years. This tree was specially made for their 20th anniversary No Limit celebration, features a 10-minute long light and projection show in the Gramercy Park area of which it's located. The tree itself runs through dozens of light combinations that change and dance around depending on the music in the background. Atop is a star with the 20th anniversary colors and the words No Limit printed across. The buildings on the sides of the tree feature projections of snowflakes and snow and fireworks and all sorts of different things and other little touches to enhance the mood. And every now and then, Santa Claus and his reindeer fly through with a 20th anniversary themed rainbow in tow to spread across the buildings. When it bursts and fade away, the 20th anniversary logo is visible for a few moments. While it's certainly not a nighttime spectacular, these touches are a wonderful compliment to the lovely Christmas tree. We hope that this tree and the projections are back next year as well. If you want to see this for yourself, it's right here on our YouTube channel. Just in time for Christmas at Universal Studios Japan, they've introduced 2 new holiday treats at the No Limit Market, both ready to satisfy your sweet tooth. There's the Santa's in a Rush pistachio and chocolate churro and the Lazy Reindeer caramel milk tea. Are reindeers typically lazy? I've never heard that before. Sold in the same Coca-Cola cart as most dessert items, both are the only items available at the cart. The churro is a thin chocolate churro served cold with pistachio cream hidden under a plain white whipped cream and served with little white chocolate presents. It costs 650 yen. The milk tea is a hot milk tea with a giant heap of whipped cream and topped with a pair of milk chocolate antlers and a maraschino cherry on the nose. The tea costs 550 yen. Again, reviews of both on our site. We're not done yet with Universal Studios Japan. The park is rounding out the offerings with the Ho-Ho hot dog. It's sold at the hot dog cart in the No Limit Market. It's $8, which is a little expensive for a hot dog unless you're at Yankee Stadium. But fortunately, you do get a decent amount despite the price, with a thick and long sausage surrounded by a round red bun and topped with white stew sauce, a thin bread belt, and a little cheddar cheese buckle. How cute. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today here on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. We've also got some other Universal Studios Japan videos here. I know Spencer put up the Spider-Man ride, which is great for right now. Everyone's into Spider-Man right now, so go check that out. For UPNT, this is Tom Corliss saying the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
From WDWNT, the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Park Center. Join us each week for news and discussion topics from the Disney and Universal theme parks around the world. We cover the top stories in a quick, concise, and fun format. Then our panel breaks down and debates some of the biggest issues and what they mean for us, the parks fans. From the latest announcements to openings and delays to scandals and snacks and merchandise and more, we cover it all in 90 minutes. Join us live every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/WDWNT, or watch episodes on demand anytime. Or subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.